This week on the bonus stage, the boys tasked themselves to fight the economic downturn by making a DIY computer on the cheap. With the help of their new superfriend Vijay Anand, editor of HardwareZone, they hit SimLim like a ton of bricks and assemble a rig anyone can do up for themselves this Christmas.
You reached the bonus stage.
Welcome to the bonus stage! Alright, baby. Now today we have a special show, right, for these guys. What is the show today?
Okay, today we're gonna find out how, in this economic downturn, we're gonna build a computer on the cheap.
Just under $900, and that is a steal anywhere around the world.
That's right, especially since it's like Christmas season round the corner. So if you guys are thinking of what to do or where to get it, you know, you've come to the right show.
Yep. So, you and me actually went down to SimLim.
That's right.
With a little bit of help, and we will actually see who our help is. So maybe you guys can check out this clip, and that's where we went to do our grocery shopping. Roll it.
Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still.
Hey, we are here at Simon Square. We are in front of Fullwell 0402. Vijay is actually the editor for HardwareZone. Tell us a bit about yourself, Vijay.
I've been editor of HardwareZone for a couple of years right now, and together with my team, we churn out the latest news, reviews, and we also manage a price list, forums. So altogether, a complete ecosystem for all the tech geeks out there.
Vijay actually brings his experience of like almost a decade with like tech and like PC knowledge. So in this time of recession, what we're gonna do right now is actually gonna make our own PC for you budget conscious people out there, right?
Complete DIY guide. Alright, so Vijay, take it away!
I seem to be struck by you.
Okay, so you want to build your own PC, right? Okay, so just to understand, you need to have 9 components in total, 9 system items in total.
Okay.
Starting from the CPU,
Okay.
your memory, your hard drive, a graphics card,
Of course,
right?
play games.
Yes, and of course you have the optical drive, power supply unit, casing, and operating system.
Okay, we are here and we're gonna talk about the CPU and the motherboard. So Vijay, take it away.
Okay, so first off for the CPU, you have 2 main contenders, Intel and AMD. So dual core is great for mainstream usage, gaming and everything else is quite good. But when do you need quad core? When you're really into heavy applications like Photoshop, heavy graphics rendering, video rendering, when you want to really do a lot of things at the same time, you want more processing cores.
Okay.
So you can do more things faster.
So for our first computer, which is the under $800 computer, which one do we go for?
Actually, for under 800, if you're looking for good value, you should go on to AMD, which is right over there behind you guys. Okay.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Actually, not a whole lot of difference in terms of the actual capabilities. Both of them are very good.
Okay, cool. So for our computer, our budget computer, under $800, which processor are we gonna get?
We're going to give it an AMD processor here. Okay. We'll be selecting the 5200 plus later on.
Okay, so now that we have the processor, we're gonna go over to the motherboard.
Down here you see a variety of motherboards, but we're going to focus on this Gigabyte board over here.
So why did we choose to have this one, the Gigabyte S series?
Okay, so right now we're focusing on value and we're looking at the under $800 budget. So we're going with a low-cost AMD based motherboard. Back in our company, we have done extensive testing, and on the AMD platform, the AMD 780G based motherboards are the best. They give you the best value, they give you the best performance, and it even has integrated graphics, so you don't need a graphics card.
Memories, like the corner of my mind. Okay, we need memory. We need memory in our computer. How much memory is too much, and how much memory are we going to get for our $800 CPU?
Okay, so for memory matters, 2 GB would be the pretty much for norm these days. Yeah, this is a 2 GB DDR2 memory stick here.
You need this minimum to play Minesweeper, right?
That's a good one.
What's the damage for both these little memories thingies?
Okay, so for this low-end 2 GB DDR2 800, this costs about $34 to $36 per stick.
Per stick?
That's it, right? That's it, right? That's it, right?
Okay, so for the hard disk, we're actually looking at for the low-end PC, we're looking at about 250 gigs, right?
250 gigabytes. In fact, in our own configuration, we actually decided to put 500 gigabytes because the price difference between the 250 and the 500 gigabytes is just about $10-15.
So how many songs can we fit on, say, a 500 gig?
On a 500 gig, you can fit about 100,000 songs.
That's a lot of tunes.
That's a lot of tunes. How many movies? Like those starring maybe.
It depends what kind of movies you watch, bro.
Yeah.
So Vijay, how much do they cost?
Okay, so for 250GB hard drive, they cost like $65, $67. 500 gigabytes is about $90, and 1 terabyte is surprisingly only about $180 odd.
So cheap.
That's it. Storage prices are dropping. Get it?
So we might as well go for a terabyte.
You can. If you want to store lots of stuff, just go ahead.
Starring Nautica Thorn.
Sorry. I'm like, okay. So we just finished the storage. Okay. So the second part of storage is the optical drive. Of course. Without this, you can't install your OS or your games.
No, the movies. The movies
too. Yes. Okay. So of course we have a DVD drive here, and
we have two similar looking boxes and two similar looking drives. What is the difference, Vijay?
Okay. The difference is one is based on 088 SATA. The other one is based on IDE, the older drive, the older interface. So these days, people try to opt for SATA. It's just a few bucks more. This old drive is $35. This new one's $37.
So cheap.
That's it. That's all the optical drive costs these days.
Okay. Now we want to play games. We want to play hardcore games. But on our machine that we're building, is it possible?
Well, maybe not hardcore games, but you can play lots of those multiplayer games, the MMO, RPG kind of types, as well as Counter-Strike, and many of those modern games these days. Even Crysis, you can play all those games on our low-end budget system.
So this is the motherboard that we got just now, right?
Yes. Why am I pointing to motherboard? Because the graphics is built into the motherboard. You have in onboard graphics, so you don't need to buy a graphics card. So you can do semi-decent gaming on this. You just put in low resolutions and low to medium quality settings in the games, and you're set. You can play some of those games.
But what if I wanted something more?
Okay, so that's when you have to up your budget. Okay, so for one of our mid-range systems we had in planning, we have this graphic card here. It's a Palit graphics card. You can say a mid to high-end graphics card.
Pretty decent?
It's pretty decent. It's only about 239, 240 range.
Okay, so Vijay, all this stuff that we've gotten, it will not work if we don't have a power supply.
Okay, well the power supply is like the engine, right, Vijay?
Exactly, you're right. It comes with several models, brands, but for our low-cost system, we require something like a 400 to 500 watt range. That's more than adequate. Okay. So what we have here is an Bell 470 watt power supply unit. It's only $68, right? And this will be more than adequate. Even if you want to upgrade some stuff later, add in a graphics card, this is more than adequate. And a good thing that this brand locally comes with a 5 years warranty.
So we got our graphics card, we got our hard drive, we got all our powerful computer, but we are basically blind right now.
Yep. So you're gonna output all your cool games on the big screen. So we have several monitors here. Over here, okay. This is
the cheapest one we have.
Yep. It's a 189 only. It's a ViewSonic VA1901. That's the model number. It's 18.5 inch screen. It's a wide screen, so that's a good thing.
That's pretty decent.
Yes. And the good thing is even comes with built-in speakers. So it's got everything in. You got
save some money on the speakers.
Save more money, yes. Okay. But bear in mind that this monitor is only analog. It only has one VGA output, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. So you don't have a DVI connection on this guy. So if you want something with a DVI connection as well for sharper screens and displays, you want to shift onto something like this. This has both analog and DVI. It costs a bit more, costs around $250, but the overall specs are also a bit better.
Okay, so we got all our parts, we have nowhere to house it. What is next?
It's okay, you have medium towers, you have full towers. This is a medium tower, which is very decent for all our storage requirements of all the components. Over here goes your motherboard, right? And up here we have the optical drives. Down here we have storage. You can put all the hard drives over here. The power supply unit goes here, and then you put in all the connections, and that's how you can get all the system working up.
Okay, that sounds like quite a wrap. I think we're gonna take all these items back and try to fix it up right now. Let's go, guys.
Okay, man, I got back all the equipment that we got.
Okay, yeah, I know. Like, look at all this stuff. I think it's gonna be a really easy task to actually put it all together.
Of course, man. How hard is it to make your own PC?
That's
You already
right.
got all the parts already, right?
Okay, so I think this goes on top of here.
I think this one you gotta jam it.
No. You know what? I think
we better call.
Can you call
Yeah,
Vijay?
I'll call Vijay.
Yeah, see. Ooh.
maybe we are not so smart after all.
I think you better go for a break, bro.
Going for a little breather, coming back.
Alright, Vijay.